Well, folks, another Super Bowl, another lesson to be learned. But in this video, we're going to ask our fellow friends, the Atlanta Falcons, what they learned from last night and what they saw the Rams do differently to win the big game so they can make adjustments in this year's offseason so they can win Super Bowl 57. Falcons, what did you learn?
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me. I'm so sorry. I was just thinking of conservative ways to build a team. So what was the question?
We're going to ask the Falcons what they learned from last night's Super Bowl and what they saw the Rams do differently to win the Super Bowl. So that way they can make adjustments in this year's offseason to see if they can win Super Bowl 57.
Oh, right. Okay, what I learned... That's a trick question. Well, I learned that you don't have to, take a long time to develop a team. You don't have to just build a team off of draft picks. You can actually just use almost every penny you have and just get good players for once.
Exactly. So, what are you going to do this year?
Piece of cake. It's not a big deal. What we're going to do is we're going to draft an undersized defensive line.
No, already off to a bad start.
Oh, right. We were talking about spending money on good players. Hey, Mike Davis loves Atlanta. We could give him an extension.
Or maybe we could bring Deion Jones back. I don't know. I mean, he loves being on this team. The only thing is, I just don't know if we have the cap space. Oh my God, why do I try?
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Wrestling Rundown. And if you're new here, welcome. So today's video was going to go over the free agents that I personally think the Falcons should at least take a look at and at least consider having them on the team for 2022 and maybe beyond. But I feel we kind of need to have a little bit of a build-up video for that, and that is going over the biggest needs for the Falcons entering the 2022 offseason. And admittedly, there's kind of a lot of needs that we need to have because this team, roster-wise, is not the best. Let's just say it kindly, not the best. So we're going to real quickly go over, in my opinion, the biggest positional needs the Falcons need in 2022. And I don't know if this is necessarily in particular order, but these are just the biggest needs. So here we go. The first one is pass rush. I'm not going to go into depth on that. Literally everyone knows our pass rush is total garbage. There's Grady Jarrett, and then that's it. Dante Fowler's here for no good reason. And then Marlon Davidson, I like him, but he's probably not going to develop too much. And then there's just a bunch of no names after that. We need pass rush very badly. Very badly. Another position that we have to get fixed is that offensive line. Man, the weird thing is that we were kind of hyping this offensive line up last year. Like, oh, hey, Chris Lindstrom and Jake Matthews, they're still on the team. Matt Hennessy got some experience learning from Alex Mack, one of the greatest centers in the NFL right now. And, Jalen Mayfield, the new draft pick, this offensive line could be good, but no, that ended up being a disaster. Jake Matthews and Chris Lindstrom did fine. In fact, some say Chris Lindstrom should have made the Pro Bowl. But everyone else, Caleb McGarry is too wildly inconsistent. And then Jalen Mayfield, biggest meme ever, possibly. Okay, not really, but it felt like he was the biggest meme ever. And then Matt Hennessy, I love Matt Hennessy. I've always been high on him ever since we drafted him. But admittedly, it's not looking like things are working out. And when Drew Dahlman stepped in to replace him, he did a lot better, but he's still a rookie center, or was a rookie center. He still has a lot to learn. So with two inexperienced centers, and then Jalen Mayfield, and then Caleb McGarry being inconsistent, this offensive line is going to have some learning curves. Let's just say that. And we have to get this thing fixed, because if offense is our strength, you need an offense. Like the Bengals, yeah, sure, they made the Super Bowl, but that offensive line was basically the reason they couldn't finish that game. Let's just say that, basically. So, yeah, you can make a great offense with a terrible offensive line, but I wouldn't really prefer it. I would actually get Matt Ryan and the offense a lot of offensive line help. Now, speaking of the offense, here's another thing that I actually think needs a little bit of help. Wide receiver. Now, as much as I do not want to draft a receiver in the first round of the 2022 draft, I will also admit that a wide receiver is a big need for us, because Calvin Ridley, I don't think he's going to be with us for much longer. And then, you know, you got great tight ends like Kyle Pitts, and maybe Hayden Hurst stays again, but the other receivers we got, they're just not the best. Russell Gage and Olamide Zaccheaus, they're flashy. You know, they'll make plays here and there, but everyone knows that we could do a little better. So you got to get wide receiver help. I personally think, and I know I explained this in the previous video I made last week, but I personally think that you should not go for a wide receiver, at least early on in the draft. You should actually get a big-time wide receiver in free agency, and I will talk about that soon, but pick up someone like Davante Adams, and then, you know, why can I not think of his name? There's someone like Allen Robinson, or, you know, I don't know if DJ Chark is in the mix right now. I kind of have to look that up, but I've heard some people say that DJ Chark might be a good fit, and I definitely agree. I don't know, just someone good for once. And they definitely got money to get him. I don't care what you say. Falcons have money to get a receiver. Another need is running back. Now, I don't know if Cordarrelle Patterson's coming back or not, but it looks like he probably will. And while we would love to have him back on the team and be a running back #1 again, I also will say, I feel when he's not in the game, we kind of need a good running back after that. And maybe they kind of want to move Cordarrelle Patterson around instead of only being the running back. In other words, we kind of need like a true running back. Mike Davis, thank you for what you've done, but no. No, thank you. And then Quadra Allison, we gave him enough chances. He's done. Bye. I don't think he's going to succeed. So we got to get ourselves a big running back. Now, I don't think this is like as big of a need as people make it out to be. Cordarrelle Patterson, as we all know, is elite. He's really, really good, and I really absolutely pray he comes back. And if he really is the running back 1 for the years to come, I'm not complaining. I just, you know, like, I'm hoping we have more better running backs behind Cordarrelle is all I'm saying. I think that makes sense. Now, the last need, I kind of put a question mark on this one because it technically is a big need right now, but I kind of have a feeling it's going to get fixed, is the secondary. And why do I say that? Because AJ Terrell is already a boost for this secondary. Like, they could work around him. But it seems like the Falcons are probably going to go with Ahmad Gardner at 8. I don't know. I think that's going to be the pick. And if he is this amazing corner like everyone's hyping him up to be, then we have 2 elite corners, one of the best, like top 3 maybe, corner duos in the league, if it lives up. We know AJ Terrell is, but, you know, can Ahmad Gardner. It seems like that's who we're going to get. And then the safeties showed a lot of promise. Richie Grant showed promise, and I think he'll step up a little bit. And same did Jalen Hawkins. So the secondary, it's questionable right now, but I kind of think like later on in the season, they'll definitely fix this. But for now, it's like a maybe big need for us. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will see you guys with a video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate y'all for the support. And as always, rise up.